Ed says this: I was watching your kettlebell snatch tips video, and you refer to the snatch as a swing because the snatch is a swing. Good question. No, okay. I was wondering if there are any other scenario would you would use a hang kettlebell snatch, or if it has any advantages over the regular kettlebell snatch. You know, I've already talked about this in this particular podcast, but obviously it's something that's come up again. That so I'm an instructor with the RKC, and the RKC, the swing is a swing, the kettlebell clean is a swing, the kettlebell snatch is a swing. So the kettlebell, we teach it this way, is that all the kettlebell ballistic moves start with a swing. In fact, if you break down the Turkish get-up, you'll notice that we hinge our bodies several times in the Turkish get-up too. I like this a lot, and I think it's the correct way to do it. I personally do not ever use the hang snatch or the dead hang, ever. Obviously, people are complaining already on my phone. I never use those movements because when you're working with an athlete, you work with a client, once you do something, the same exercise in a couple different ways. Now, if you're an Olympic lifter and you're doing the hang, the high hang, and variations like that, I get it, I understand why. But if you're a kettlebeller, I think you swing every attempt, every time, because you want to hinge like that. And as I noted earlier, is that whenever I did the dead hang style, the snatch especially, it really beat up my shoulders to the point it was kind of hard for me to, I had a hard time believing how much damage I was getting from them. But then when I watched people doing kipping pull-ups, it was actually very helpful for me, because that shock you get from the dead hang snatch is a lot like the shock you get from the kipping pull-up family. And, you know, like I had one person tell me that they love the kipping pull-up because they're a physical therapist. It's going to put their kids through college. And I thought that was kind of funny because how many people get hurt doing it. Now, here's the thing. Somebody listening did, I did kipping pull-ups, had no problem. And again, great. Out of 100 people, there's always going to be a few that don't get hurt doing certain things. I had a friend tell me one time that the reason I like American football so much is I never noticed the concussions. And then he paused, and I suddenly got the joke. Okay, I live in a concussed world. Maybe it wasn't very funny. But yeah, no, I would say never. I'm not a big fan of them at all. I don't think it's a bad question. I wouldn't do them, but again, your mileage may vary.